This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
People in Moses Lake will soon have a new way to get out on the lake.
Cold weather is inevitable during the fall and winter months, but a high heating bill doesn't have to be.
The Moses Lake Museum and Art Center ended their fall speaker series last night with a film screening of Jeff Rawls' Suit of Lights.
It was all smiles last night for the Chiefs when they hosted the 1-10 Sunnyside Grizzlies for their last home game of the season.
The Wenatchee Wild Hockey Club is celebrating its 10th year in the Wenatchee Valley.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
People in Moses Lake will soon have a new way to get out on the lake. Troy White, who also runs a pedicab service in Moses Lake, presented a proposal at Tuesday night's council meeting to offer watercraft and bicycle rentals. The council approved giving White authorization to operate the mobile business in city parks during the meeting. White said watercraft like paddleboards and kayaks, along with bikes, will be available to rent at waterfront parks from March until October of next year. White said the primary location would be Nepal Park, with rentals also offered at Blue Heron and Cascade Park. Rental prices for stand-up paddleboards and kayaks, which will also include a life jacket and other safety equipment, are proposed at $25 for 1 hour, $35 for 2 hours, or $50 for 4 hours. White said bicycle rentals will be provided through a partner bike-sharing app to use throughout Moses Lake. Moses Lake Parks and Recreation Director Spencer Grigg said White's proposal lines up with a previous recommendation to the city to offer small watercraft rentals to increase tourist activity and enhance the community. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This segment is brought to you by
Maytag and the family Pooch have a lot in common. Both are loyal, both aim to please, and both are tenacious dish cleaners. But only one can sanitize. Maytag, what's inside matters.
Maytag Appliances, now available at more furniture in Ephrata. Cold weather is inevitable during the fall and winter months, but a high heating bill doesn't have to be. That's why Grant PUD wants to give you a heads up on how to save money when temperatures plummet. Utility officials say preparation is key.
If you have a heat pump, now's a great time of year to try to get a service person out there to look through that and investigate it. Just do some routine maintenance to make sure it's running as efficiently as possible as the cold weather approaches. Same would go for, any sort of electrical heating system that you might have. Now's a great time to get a service person out there. It's a great time to start looking at how you might have your thermostat adjusted, if you have an adjustable thermostat. Setting those settings to where, it's nice and pleasant when you're home, but if you're away for work or you're asleep, there's opportunities to program it to bring it down a little bit to help conserve energy that way as well.
Other heating tips include lowering the heat setting on your water heater by keeping it at 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Another is replacing incandescent lighting with energy-efficient LED lights, and the use of timers and motion sensors can dramatically reduce usage. A way to help you track your usage is Grant PUD's Home Energy Use Calculator, which can be found at grantpud.org. I'm Sean Goggins for iFIBER 1 News.
The Moses Lake Museum and Art Center ended their fall speaker series last night with a film screening of Jeff Rawls' Suit of Lights. The artistic acid western was filmed throughout eastern Oregon on no budget. It follows a recently deceased matador whose soul dips into limbo, where he faces the existential crisis of life and death. The matador falls into the hands of 3 goofy American brothers, while 3 Mexican sirens chase to catch up to the crew. Producers Sarjay Saris and Wes Schmidt and actor Bruce Jennings were there at the screening to answer questions about the making of the independent film.
Jeff and I are very close friends. He brought me the script in 2009 when we lived in Eugene.
Wow.
And it was a very different script at that point, and then over the next few years we moved to Portland. Steve is a good friend of ours as well, and then it turned into everyone buying into what Jeff was pitching.
If you would like to screen the film, you can find the Vimeo link below. I'm Madison Meyer with iFIBER 1 News.
It was all smiles last night for the Chiefs when they hosted the 1-10 Sunnyside Grizzlies for their last home game of the season. Chiefs made quick work of the Grizzlies, putting them away 25-8 in the first set, with Sunnyside fighting back in the next two sets but still dropping them both by the score of 25-18. Junior Yasmin Shateri was a human highlight reel last night, leading the team in digs by a large margin and serving 4 aces, 3 of them in a row. After the game, Junior Hallie Walker expressed the emotion she had playing her last home game.
I'm very mixed. I'm like sad that it's over, but I'm excited for the next stage in life. But I'm going to miss it a lot.
Moses Lake start district playoffs by traveling to Eisenhower next Wednesday. Winner will advance to play the victor of the Eastmont Davis game. I'm Alan Chakosky for iFIBER 1 Sports.
The Wenatchee Wild Hockey Club is celebrating its 10th year in the Wenatchee Valley. Right now, the team is 10-5-1, and it's in 4th place in the BCHL, 1 game behind the West Kelowna Warriors for first place. The Wild are entering the weekend on a high note after edging the Penticton Vs 3-2 in a double overtime game Wednesday night at the SEOC in Penticton, British Columbia, Canada. The Wild have won 3 in a row for the second time this season. Only 1 point separates the top 4 teams. Wenatchee will return to the ice tonight at second place Vernon, and Saturday they'll be back home for Pink at the Rink night against the Alberni Valley Bulldogs. Go to WenatcheeWildHockey.com for ticket info. I'm Sean Goggins for iFIBER 1 Sports.
Pretty nice this week in the Basin. Hi, Jeff Slakey from the iFIBER 1 Weather Center taking a look at this week's forecast. For Monday, low 60s with partly cloudy skies. Should burn off, and a beautiful Tuesday, about sunny and 60. For Wednesday, mid-60s and mostly sunny skies. The sun continues on through the week. Thursday into the weekend, low 60s. And as I keep my eyes out for Halloween coming up a week from Tuesday, sunny, 55, no rain in the evening. For iFIBER 1, I'm Jeff Slakey.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, visit us online at iFIBER1.com or check us out on Facebook.